You strike me as a guy that would have a lot of stuff in the pockets, though.
Sure. Well, I always got a couple pictures, a couple harmonicas on me. You never know when you're going to have to riff your way out of a situation.
That's right.
But, yeah, we sat down, and I took this stuff out of my pockets. I put this bad boy on the table. He goes, whoa!
Holster that thing.
What's this? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's an invention.
Oh, okay.
Like an invention.
It's a sticky hand wrapped around a little lottery pencil. So the hand acts as the propellant.
Yep.
It's basically a 3D printed gun.
That's exactly right.
I like to think that somebody was filling out a lottery ticket, you had one of those, and you just fucking grabbed their pencil like that.
Nice
Not
try.
today.
It does kind of give the vibe of like when Elon Musk put all those forks together and he's trying to show the lady at the table. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
Put like 9 forks. There's a similar thing, but it's a little more friendly.
Yeah.
Kiss your mother with that brain?
Please no cursing on here, by the way.
Yeah, please.
Well, I don't know. I think I was on a phone call last night. You guys would have loved it. And just talking.
I've never heard of phone call. I've heard of phone calls. Never been a part of one.
Oh man,
We've heard the
we'll have
rumors.
to do one sometime.
Yeah.
This goes okay. We'll have to do one sometime.
What kind of phone call?
I was talking to this girl I knew in high school, and
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, you guys wouldn't believe it.
Like,
and
okay, yeah.
but I was messing with this Sticklin the whole time, and
Yeah.
then next thing I know, I go, huh? It was like, what do they call it when you write, like spirit writing, like unassisted writing?
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
like, what was
Oh,
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I was like channeling this.
Yeah. Like
probably
Bob-
from Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
God bless.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Tesla, honestly. One
Bob
of his cousins
Tesla.
didn't get a lot of the love. He helped out quite a bit.
Just finding out what's in the pockets today.
Sorry, those girls were watching us, and it was making me really nervous.
Yeah, it's going to get bad. It's going to happen quite a bit.
Now, this is my first time co-hosting, like Matt said, so I'm kind of experiencing this with you for the first time of people just
Sure.
walking by,
Yeah.
kind of looking in like we're zoo animals.
Yeah, they're looking at us like a bunch of freaks, man.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no glass partition.
Yeah.
Throw a rotten apple if you want to, Hoss.
Yeah.
That's good. One of the classic phrases.
They're going to fall in like Dudley Dursley, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Harry Potter.
Fall into the snake pit. I didn't
Oh,
mean to get
no.
into HP so quick, but
Yeah, like Bubba Ray Dudley. They're going to put me through this table.
yeah.
Are you a Harry Potter guy? Like, what's the fantasy land that you...
I didn't bring it up. You brought it up.
Okay, sorry. Well, you strike me as a Harry Pottersman. So.
Oh, you look like you could be in the films.
Sure, yeah, I
Yeah.
look like I could be one of the Weasley boys.
For sure.
I saw the first one, and I saw the last one.
Yeah.
So,
You said fuck the middle.
yeah, I saw the Alpha, and I saw the Omega. And,
You said I get it.
yeah, I get it.
I get it.
If the middle or anything like those, they're great. They're great. But I'm just as happy with a good book.
Yeah.
Good book, Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Check it out.
which would
Give it a
be
rate.
Harry Potter. So.
Yeah.
Very nice. So you were at
God.
Helium last night. How'd the shows go? Was it a fun time? You've been in Helium before, right?
Yeah, I've been there 3 times in the last calendar year. So I was telling him they know my hours. So I was
riffing hard.
I was really riffing hard last night, trying to like make up jokes. It's one thing when you're riffing on a joke. It's another thing when you're trying to make up jokes.
Yeah.
Because I get up there and I panic. Like I'll say a joke maybe the crowd has heard last year, and you can feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel, oh, okay, they've heard it. So
Right.
then I start going like, yeah, like what if worms what if worms could scream?
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Like,
How long will you go
Yeah.
into it? Because obviously your act and your style is so chaotic already, but like when you're
Sure.
figuring it out, how long will you go on a tangent before you go, all right, guys?
before I pull
like-
the ripcord, I'll give it a minute. I'll give it 1 calendar minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
very
longer
funny,
than that.
60 seconds is a long time, though.
It really is.
For sure.
To be figuring out a story on the fly about worms specifically.
Yeah.
Well, it was a lot of stories. It was a lot of stories I hadn't told before. So, but you can tell where it's trending. Like, if it's not getting any laughs at all in the first 30 seconds, you go, okay, this is a nowhere story.
Yeah.
This is boo-boo. Everybody
Sure.
hate it.
Yeah. But if it gets a pop in the beginning, you're like, I'm going to run with this for a little bit.
Absolutely. I'm gonna wait until that pop was a distant memory. And I'll go, oh, remember how funny this was when I started.
That's got to be the
Yeah.
fun part about your style, though, is like when you're coming up with a new hour, you can literally talk about anything. I mean, I was telling
Yeah.
you before you sat down, like, I saw you last year at Helium. You had a 7-minute bit about a love affair with you and the Six Flags guy.
Sure.
So it's like this is the endless possibilities that it's got to be so much fun where you could just sit down and go, I am just going to come up with something out of thin air and just run with it for so long.
Yeah, it's truly Machiavellian.
It
Yeah.
really is. People are saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
They're going, okay, this is a little Orwellian. We
Okay.
like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's super fun. Yeah, I mean, just a silly guy, so it doesn't seem to matter to the crowd if the story is fake or real.
Yeah.
I won't fake a story in terms of like, so I'm at a bar the other day. And this chick walks in.
That's
Okay,
what I
well,
like
that's
about
our
it.
act,
You
so
know?
pretty hurtful. I'm not one of those fucking losers.
It sounds fucking terrible, dude.
No, I won't fake like a story that could plausibly be real. I'll be
Yeah.
like, I was hanging out with like Scrappy Doo, and then the crowd's like, okay.
Yeah. Right.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have like a 15-minute thing on the Six Flags guy. It's
Yeah.
longer than you remembered.
It's a little spooky.
It's most of the act.
What has he been up to since the King Dakar went down? I wonder how he's handling that.
Oh, yeah, the coup d'etat.
Dr. Flag, the coup d'etat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was, well, I'll show you this. I really shouldn't.
Of course.
I really shouldn't. I didn't bring this so I could show you, but
Oh my God, is that Matt's dad?
it's me and the Six Flags guy. So this is kind of, I wouldn't worry about that. But I'm happy you
Is
got
that
to take
really?
a look at it.
Wait, hang on, pull that back up.
If you could show us the camera.
No fucking way.
Yeah, it's me and the Six Flags guy.
Get
so
the fuck out of here.
it's pretty
Hang on.
cool. Yeah, things were pretty serious.
It's just kind of one of those things.
And then he's got his vows in his hands. God, he was nervous. He was shaking.
Out of all the bits that I brought up too, that's the one bit that I brought up, and you happen to have a life-size poster.
Oh, I always got it on me.
Yeah.
Just in case,
It's also terrific to think of, like you said, you're doing the same hour. If like somebody in the audience is like, he's got the Six Flags picture guy again. He's doing it again.
God, he's telling the story about how he's married to the Six Flags guy.
Honey, I promise he has new stuff. Okay.
Yeah.